Seems like balance has been restored to the world. There's a little bit of vindication and a massive smile on my face this morning because of the inevitable brilliant news that Molly McCann was exposed. She was exposed extremely badly by some young kid who's a jiu-jitsu prodigy. Took her down and mauled her like a 5-year-old. All of a sudden, the air was left out of the tires and you had cucks like Dave Portnoy, who seems to be all over Molly's shit in the last few months. Suddenly it's all nice and quiet. Order is restored. Isn't it just beautiful? And as people know, I shot a video before where I thought that her behavior was shameful, which it was disgusting. And listen, so many people came to me and said, I've got private messages coming out the wazoo of people saying, hey, listen, we're from the same city. We're actually ashamed of that sort of behavior. Because listen, at the end of the day, I don't know the woman. I wish that she showed some humility like it was forced upon her last night when she got mauled. Because in the post-fight interview, all of a sudden, as I said, there was a little bit of humility. And then we started to see the real person. She was doing a lot of groveling, saying, well, listen, I wasn't being mouthy this week. I was keeping my head down. I was doing what I was doing. I was being extremely concentrated. But unfortunately, when you move up the echelons in this game and you actually get someone who knows the game really well, like Erin Blanchfield, you got mauled, you got exposed, and you got embarrassed. And Portnoy got embarrassed. And listen, there was many people getting exposed last night on that card, and I feel that there's going to be a lot more coming down the line real soon as well. And we've seen UFC superstars lose before in the past. Conor McGregor jumps to mind, and he's extremely good at taking a loss. He's probably the best in the game. You know, all the shit talk, all the hype, suddenly when it's deflated, when he gets bounced off the ground by Nate Diaz or Mayweather or whoever it may be, Dustin, he just takes it. He gets on with it, and it's understandably brilliant the way he does it. Unfortunately, last night what we see Molly doing is we saw her almost trying to navigate and manipulate the media, because she started speaking about anxiety and stress. That's always the go-to for the shill cucks that are out there. They lap up that sort of talk. You mention anxiety, all of a sudden we've got fools falling over themselves to praise you. And unlike her previous performances where she would be pretty much just like screaming in people's face, crawling all over them, being real abrasive to everyone, and you can just tell that the majority of people are going, oh man, this is cringe. This is the cringiest of the cringe, and it's quite disgusting behavior. But you know what? UFC are promoting it, and all the shill media are promoting it, and Dave Portnoy, the Predator, is promoting it.
Sexual encounters between Dave Portnoy and two women. One of the alleged victims says she was literally screaming in pain.
So maybe we're wrong. And that's kind of the gaslighting effect. You're being convinced that you are somehow wrong. What is happening directly in front of your eyes and what you're feeling inside in terms of your reaction to it, in terms of a cognitive reaction, that can't be right, because the media are telling me that everybody loves her. That wasn't the case, and the media was being manipulated in the aftermath of the fight last night, because we saw her talking about, I hope people give me an easy time on social media. How come that humility wasn't shown in the aftermath of your fights the last time? I didn't see you coming out and asking the opponents that you beat, if you can call them opponents. They were like 6-year-old kids getting bounced all over the ring by you, hand-picked of course. I didn't see any of the bravado that you usually show in the aftermath of that, and as I said, it was a joy to behold. All the quietness, all the air being sucked out of the room, absolutely beautiful. All props go to Erin Blanchfield. Absolutely brilliant performance in her hometown, and even the English reporter that was interviewing Molly McCann was kind of saying, oh, she was booed in her own town. Like, that was something to be proud of, that you achieved the fact that all these people drinking beer want to see you run around and act like a fool. This kid, Erin Blanchfield, has gone out there, given a brilliant performance in the face of adversity. The crowd was against her, the media were against her, and she went out there and quietened everyone down, and rightly so. This kid is a talent. She's absolutely brilliant. So where does the Molly McCann situation land in the aftermath of this humiliating display of martial arts and an humiliating display of propaganda in the aftermath of her loss? Is this a personal attack on Molly McCann? I don't think so. I think it's a personal attack on her attitude and her outward behavior, which we saw last night dissipated real quick, and all of a sudden we started to see the real person behind this facade, behind the media facade. And the real person is just someone who isn't that good at grappling, who isn't that good at MMA. And as I say over and over in these videos, the media propagate it and they control it, and every once in a while we get a victory, and we see the likes of a Molly McCann get absolutely smashed. And I really don't think that there's much more to say. take your medicine, slurp it up, and off you go.